love that the green card turned up, which is your life path color. We found out before you had even drawn them. The blue representing peace and calm and mindfulness, and of course your reaction to intuitiveness. Thank you for sharing your response to the color affirmation card.
Of course. The cards work.
Right? This is an example of how they work. What is the color story? The story of how your life path color is reflected in your life or world. It starts with me, it starts with you. Let's make meaningful connections through color, community, conversations, and real human connection. On our recent trip to Sedona, I had a chance to introduce the Life Path colors and my color affirmation deck to Dr. Ryan, Naturopath at the Sedona Wellness Center. He said, sure, I'd be happy to talk about it. And so I shared with him what the Life Path colors are, and I asked him, what's your favorite color? What colors do you like? And his initial immediate response was green. I said, great. So Dean pulled out his phone and he did the math and figured out his color. And so while he was figuring out the math, I said, why don't you draw a card or maybe 3? So he chose to draw 3 cards. The first card he drew was a green Life Path color card, of course. And then he drew a blue card. Keep in mind, he knew nothing about Life Path colors. He didn't know anything about my color affirmation deck or anything related to this product. And then he drew the I am intuitive card. I trust my intuition to guide me. And sure enough, his Life Path color is in fact green. And so what you're hearing in the next section from Dr. Ryan is his immediate response to these cards and how he sees it reflected in his own life.
Here, me being a naturopathic doctor, physician, working here at the Sedona Wellness Retreat, we see patients, of course, that have a diagnosis of cancer. And oftentimes I have to get myself out of it, like just more like mentally, sometimes out of it in a way. And so for me, I bring them in my workshop. So I have a workshop in my mind. It's just a beautiful place in nature. There's mountains, waterfalls, a lake, big tree, a house that is in a sense my workshop, but that's kind of like the surrounding area. And so I go into my workshop and I have some assistants there, but I go into this room and I can bring in, and one of them is my healing rooms, and I bring in patients into that room. And I have different, let's say, tools and gadgets, and I can just sit there and just be in that space with them and connected at this like super conscious level, and asking for guidance through them and their care. And sometimes things come in and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they come in afterwards, but it's that intuitive sense when I can get into kind of them and their space and the body and energetically at this much deeper level and connection to help to guide people through this journey and healing journey with them. That's an
awesome response to your cards. I love that the green card turned up, which is your life path color. We found out before you had even drawn them. The blue representing peace and calm and mindfulness, and of course your reaction to intuitiveness. Thank you for sharing your response to the color affirmation card.
Of course. The cards work.
Right? This is an example of how they work. You just showed everyone the power of these affirmation cards. It's all in you, right? Like your work. I love that. Absolutely. So I think you'll be amazed, and that's why I continue to do the work I do with Life Path colors and affirmations. It's just a beautiful thing.